One of the best tools for us to help prevent conflict as best we can, because there's only so much we can do, is to leverage and use the tool of feedback. Feedback can be very difficult both to give and to receive, because giving it to someone else may seem like we're criticizing them. Receiving it from someone else can feel like somebody's attacking us personally. Feedback is a cup that only the strong can drink from. And for so many years of my life, I shied away from feedback, both receiving it as well as giving it, because it felt very uncomfortable. But it can be a huge gift. And unfortunately, many times our confidence and our ego get in the way of using feedback for the gift that it is. I learned that the hard way on a trip that I took with my wife for the Christmas holiday to Yosemite National Park. Anybody been to Yosemite? A few folks here. We went there for the Christmas holiday, wanted to experience a white Christmas. This was the scene when we arrived. Just beautiful, beautiful landscape. The perfect scene for exploring, but the worst scene for getting lost. When we got there, we decided to take a hike to Yosemite Falls, this giant 2,000-foot waterfall. We didn't have any cell phone reception in the area, so we grabbed a map. I figured out the route for us to take. We got ready to head out on our hike. Once I knew exactly which direction we were going, I did what most confident leaders would do with my wife, her brother, his fiance. So I silently appointed myself the unofficial leader of the pack. And I felt like, I know where I'm going. I've got this. A few miles after we started hiking, we crossed this bridge. And there was a fork in the road that I wasn't necessarily expecting. And so my wife turned to me and said the words that no trusted guide wants to hear from his followers. Are we lost? Now ladies, if you ask a man if he's lost, even if he is, guess what the answer is? So I turned to my wife and said, lost? Lost? Like I told you, got this. And I had it for about one more mile. When we ran into another fork that wasn't on the map. And I realized that I had just marched my team 1 mile the wrong direction in the freezing cold. So I turned to my wife and I said, honey, I think you were right. We missed the turn about a mile back that you had mentioned. You can probably guess what her response was. I told you so if you would just listen. So we backtracked, and after we got back to the initial fork in the road, we found a building that had an ancient relic that was stuck on the wall. For my fellow millennials in the room, this is what they call a cave hole. Now the problem is, I looked all over, and there was no Wi-Fi password anywhere. While I was trying to figure out how to use this antique device, help shows up. Little did I know that on Christmas Day in Yosemite, Santa drives around saving lost hikers. So thanks to Santa's help, we got back on track and we made it to our destination, to Yosemite Falls. It turns out that day, Santa was a much better leader than I was. But when I thought about what I learned from that experience, I realized that I was so confident in the direction I was going that I didn't even listen to the feedback and opinions of those that I was working with on my team. And many times, especially gentlemen in the room, our confidence and ego can get in the way of us leveraging and using feedback for the gift that it is.